Hi guys, welcome to Milgat Farms. This is take 2 because the first one my head was cut off. So welcome to Milgat Farms. Today's video is going to be all about my Ashford Rigid Heddle Loom, which is this beautiful little tabletop loom that I've got right here. I go over the pieces, parts, and how to take some pretty yarn and make a wonderful homemade finished product. Or at least how to warp up your loom. To me, warping was the most intimidating thing. When I first started weaving, the terminology was really intimidating. And when I YouTubed how to go about doing it, there just wasn't a whole lot out there, so I kind of wanted to give my 2 cents. My 2 cents, yeah, kinda. At least this first part of the video will be about the loom and how to actually warp up the loom, meaning how to get the yarn on. So I hope this helps. If you find this video informative or educational, please like, share, and subscribe. I plan on doing, definitely plan on doing some more fibery goodness videos because I'm an addict. Addicted to my fiber. So stay tuned and let's see if we can learn something. All right, guys. This was my first loom, and it was the easiest thing for me to learn how to weave on. So like I said, it's 32 inches wide. When you warp it up, this is the back and this is the front. So when you're sitting and you're actually weaving, this is gonna be what's in front of you. It comes with a couple of things. So this is the heddle. It's called a rigid heddle because they don't move. There's a lot of intimidating vocabulary when you first get into weaving, like the dent. The dent is in reference to like the spacing in between all of your yarns. So if you have chunkier yarn, you're gonna want a wider dent. I have no earthly idea what size dent this is. No idea, that's okay. It comes with 2 shuttles. So you would wrap your yarn around this and this is what you feed your yarn through. It comes with a peg. So as you're warping up your loom, you could either do a direct warp or have a warping board to warp it up with. I do a direct warp, meaning like I put the yarn directly here. So this comes with a clamp, comes with little wooden clamps. My island is like 8 feet 3 inches long, I think. So with all of like the waist on either side, it gives you about a 7-foot scarf, which is perfect. So this, I will clamp down on the opposite side of my island to wrap the yarn around it as I'm warping up the loom. These 2 guys will clamp down in the back here to hold this bad boy steady because it's all about tension when you are warping up your loom. You want even tension throughout or it makes for a mess as you're trying to weave, if that makes sense. You have your little hook. So you got a fat end and a little end, and that's what helps you fish your yarn through these itty bitty little slits with the fat guy. And then when we go over to the table to actually start weaving, to finish up the warping, the little side goes through these itty bitty little holes. This is you need it. It also comes with, I believe, 10 of these little cardboard slats. So as you are winding up your warp onto the loom, you put these in between, and it helps with the tension, so that way your yarns don't cross and make your tension too loose. Some different tools that you'll need, like that's what comes with it. Different tools that you'll need is obviously you'll need scissors. When I'm warping and I'm feeding through the yarn, I like to use a yarn bowl, and it basically just helps prevent my my yarn ball from rolling all over the place. So this is a little nifty guy. This piece is actually a commissioned piece for a friend of ours who bought our first few Merino U babies, and this is the yarn that was produced. So they asked me to make a scarf for his lovely wife, so using their baby's yarn. So